So you probably saw this one coming a mile away. Today's the official day, unless you bought the early edition, that Sonic X Shadow Generations drop. And I just have to say that, of course, I'm gonna do a Lego set. And I found this giant shadow head, so of course I had to do it, but since it didn't come with a minifigure, which I was very surprised, I also built this set too. That way we get our little shadow, and that way we get our big shadow. But let's talk about this year in general, because this year was the fearless year of Shadow, and when I tell you the marketing for this game needs to be studied, it is ridiculous, because the effort and the work that they put into the marketing for this game has been phenomenal. Just the little animation alone, they did kind of like a animated mini series. It's only 3 episodes long. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. If not just for this scene alone. Look at this. The crazy animations that they did for this was amazing, as well as just the fact that I feel like they really sold Shadow. If you weren't already a Shadow fan, you're probably a Shadow fan now just from these animations. Now, when it comes down to this year being the year of Shadow in general, we also have the movie at the end of the year, which is going to be great. But I'm just saying, Sega, you've been putting this much effort into, marketing technically a re-release of a game with additional content. Let's put this type of marketing into the future Sonic titles, because I swear there's so many people that hated on Sonic and now suddenly they all want to play this new game just because of how well it's marketed. And I know we should be talking about the Lego set, but I can't. It's just been that phenomenal. I'm just awestruck at how much they put into this, They have been really, really pushing this game. And I hope it pays off. From what I've been seeing, people are loving it, they're enjoying it. A lot of people are now even more excited for the movie that's coming out at the end of the year, as well as the fact that you get to play as Keanu Shadow. It sounds so weird to say. You can play as the Keanu Reeves version of Shadow in this game. And it's just silly. It's silly, but it's fun, but it's also cool, and it's just gonna be good. This is just a good time. But now let's actually talk about this Lego set. I know I was kind of just going off about the marketing for everything else. As I said, this Lego set does not come with the Shadow figure, so you have to buy either this set that I already built, or you can buy another Lego set that comes with Eggman and Shadow. There's also going to be a future one that I'm very excited for, which comes with the Bio Lizard. We're getting a Bio Lizard Lego set, which is extremely crazy to me. My only gripe about the Bio Lizard Lego set is the fact that it comes with Super Shadow and Super Sonic, which, yes, at the end of Sonic Adventure 2, they do go against the Bio Lizard, but it's not this version of the Bio Lizard. It's the Bio Lizard when it's combined with the Arc, while this is just the standard Bio Lizard that Shadow goes against in the game. But that's just a small gripe. Either way, I'm going to be building it. I'm going to be buying that. I want to collect as many of the Sonic Lego sets as I can. Also, speaking of which, the X-Men Mansion has officially been announced, and that comes out November 1st. The set is a bit expensive, so I might end up doing that later in the year, so don't expect a video in November for it. It might be in December, because it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I had to make the decision on whether I was going to get this set or if I was going to get the Legend of Zelda set for the Deku Tree. So I decided to get the X-Men set because I want to collect all the X-Men 97 Lego sets. So that's what I decided. But other than that, we're also going to get for Sonic, we're going to be getting a Metal Sonic versus Tails set, which is actually pretty cool because it comes with Tails as mech from Sonic Adventure 2. And I'm just excited about that because I kind of feel like we're going to be able to reenact a lot of the scenes from the game, and I'm very appreciative that Sega as well as Sonic Team has really gone above and beyond with just like, hey, people really love those games, why don't we just like make a lot of merch based off of it, which, you know, people are gonna buy because they really like those games. And unfortunately, I don't feel like we're going to be getting remasters of those games. So luckily, you know, there's going to be levels in Sonic X Shadow Generations, so we'll be able to relive those levels because we even got the Bio Lizard. You can relive beating up the Bio Lizard. Like, you know, the prototype. But either way, it seems like we're going to be getting a lot of stuff based off that. And don't forget that next year we're also going to be getting the crossover between, you know, Sonic characters and DC, which is just a whole nother can of worms that I'm excited about because I read comics, specifically the Nightwing comics as well as a lot of the Batman comics. So the fact that we're going to be getting Shadow as Batman, and of course Sonic is Flash. So many people wanted Sonic to be Superman, which I get because it's kind of like, you know, Batman and Superman are DC's biggest like properties, but Sonic's gotta be Flash, guys. You gotta think about it. He's the fastest thing alive. So of course he's gotta be the Flash, who is the fastest man. But either way, that's what happened. And a lot of people were kind of mad about it, but it just makes sense. Sonic as the Flash makes sense. So for all you guys who are still wondering who's Superman, then it's not. It's not. He hits hard and he can fly. I mean, technically he's gliding, but you know, it writes itself. But yeah, guys, I know that today we just kind of talked about random stuff while we built a Lego set, but that's kind of what this is sometimes. It's just, I ramble about something, you guys get to watch the Lego set be built, we get to talk about things that are coming out, and you know, we just get to enjoy. So, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you drink some water, take care of yourself, and of course, stay spooky.